We got a problem. We sprung a leak.
Yeah, what kind of leak?
I don't know. There's a spot on the ground. Wooley just found it.
Oil spot?
We think so.
Okay. Come take a look.
What do we do? What do we do?
Out and about doing a whole lot of nothing so far. Now we're heading to the Grand Canyon. Pretty pumped about that. I've never actually been before.
Thursday is debauchery day. It's more of a fun day. We don't really have a long leg tomorrow. We're basically just going to go straight to the Grand Canyon from Sedona. We had to backtrack a little bit to Flagstaff, I believe. Go to the Grand Canyon, and then we're basically just going to mosey on into Vegas, and should get there, you know, with plenty of time to kill on the day and to go get into some trouble.
I feel good. I think the car is going to perform well for what it is. You know, we really didn't have much time to put a whole lot on it, and it's a half-mile race. So that's definitely not the ideal car for it, but it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun.
At this point, I'm pretty confident the car is going to get there. I don't think we're going to have any issues.
What the hell was that?
That feels like a flat. In the middle of the desert, and all of a sudden you hear.
Could not have happened in a more inconvenient place. I don't know if you guys have ever been to the Grand Canyon before. The road from Flagstaff to Vegas, and then you take a little detour, you go straight north, and it's probably 45 to 60 miles, somewhere in there, and then you basically dead end into the Grand Canyon, and you can only go back. There's no side roads to go anywhere else. So we got most of the way through that journey. I mean, I would say we were probably 60 to 75% of the way to the Grand Canyon, and pop.
A full-size spare?
No, it is a donut.
Man, I have never gotten a flat hardly, and it worked out. Is that 20-inch? What size is that?
Is 8. What's right here, 20? Yeah, it is a 20.
I wonder if the Grand Canyon, I hadn't been in so long, if there like a town where we could maybe get a tire. I'm sure in Vegas.
All right, where's the hole? Here?
Yeah.
It's punctured. Nose, man.
The good news is we got a couple full-size Type R wheels, so we're gonna throw one of those on there right now, and then try and limp it to, you know, some sort of tire store.
We had the bright idea of, hey man, the Type R tires and wheels, it's the same pattern. Let's just throw those on. So we did, and we drove it down the road a little ways.
Road departure system problem.
Yeah, it doesn't feel the sensor in the tire anymore, so everything's gonna be all off, all out of whack.
See, I'm wondering if I should call Davis and just make sure. There's a gas station up here, but
Stop it there. See if they at least. Excuse me, I'm okay.
it was paved, but yeah, we blew out a tire. Here's where we're at. Luckily, we had 2 Type R wheels and tires, and we threw one of those on real quick just to get to the closest gas station. Do you know if the Pilot all-wheel drive, is that like a front-wheel drive unless you need the rear wheels to engage? Or is it maybe bad because it's a different diameter than the rest of the...
Wooley being a little bit of a worrywart, but at the same time, I'm really glad he did this. He called our buddies over at Honda, and they were like, really smart idea, but...
This is adaptive all-wheel drive, right? So are we okay to do this? Run a different diameter on one wheel? And he was like, yes, you are correct in that. He's like, however, the Type R wheel, being a Type R, is not load rated for the Honda Pilot. And he was like, it's funny you mentioned this because I had this same idea. So he's like, you're not towing, you're probably okay until you're not, you know, and there's no real way of telling. And you know, I don't want to damage the wheel, obviously, but I really don't want to damage the car while damaging the wheel, you know. So we are going to pull the Type R wheel off, put the donut on, and probably have to skip the Grand Canyon, which stinks. but in the effort of making it, we'll put the donut on and limp to the nearest tire store.
But then at that point, we kind of decided maybe we should put the Grand Canyon trip on hold because getting to Coalinga is the #1 goal here.
It looks almost like a real shop, but it's not. Okay, we gotta find a tire shop somewhere. Hey Max, my name is Mike Sanders. We just had a blowout heading out to the Grand Canyon. I was wondering if you guys might have a tire in stock for me, if we can limp it over there to you. Size, it's a 245/50 R20. Honestly, the only tire that we found so far is not even the right size. It's too small of a diameter. It'll fit, but we'll kind of be ending up with the same situation as what we have here. I don't have a solution yet. We'll see.
So we're calling tire shops. Nobody has freaking cell phone service, and it's just a disaster for a couple of hours.
Is there a tire pressure gauge?
Okay, so good directions.
Did we find a tire shop?
Yeah.
Right here. Where's the
Pressure
tire
gauge.
shop?
30 miles back the way that we came.
Okay, so I don't remember what I said last on camera, but we ended up backtracking, not going to the Grand Canyon, and we were gonna go to Vegas. Problem is Vegas is 230 miles, and it's not like, it's 230 miles of nothing, right? And so we're like, man, I really don't feel comfortable riding on that donut for 230 miles at like 50 miles an hour. This is gonna suck. So we ended up backtracking back to Flagstaff, which is like 30 miles out of the way. But we're here at Discount Tire. They had a tire. Hopefully we'll be out here in an hour, back on the way. Might not be able to do Grand Canyon. That sucks, but it is what it is. As long as we live to fight another day, right?
Finally got it on there, and the tire shop was so cool, and they got it done so fast that we actually had enough time to go and make that jump back up to the Grand Canyon.
Most of the people that were with us had not seen it, and I felt like we were letting them down. I didn't want the problem to, like, you know, keep them from seeing the Grand Canyon, so it's like, whatever. Again, we've got 5 people. We'll make it to Vegas. It might be late, but we'll get there. Let's go see the damn Grand Canyon.
All right, take 2. We're heading back to the Grand Canyon now. We finally got the pilot all patched up, but we're going good now. The Type R is still running strong. This is the one that I thought we were gonna have tire issues with. Who the hell thought it would be the pilot? But you know, stuff happens, whatever. But we're heading back to the Grand Canyon now. Come in.
And it's raining in the desert.
Pretty much everything that could have gone wrong today.
Nope, don't. Don't. You said it. You had to
More on the way then.
finish the sentence.
It's freezing. It's like 40-something degrees. It's raining. The rain is coming in sideways and just pelting us in the face.
Son of a bitch with this day. Why is it 49 degrees and raining?
Well, today's luck just keeps going the exact same way. We made it all the way to the Grand Canyon, and it's freezing cold and raining sideways. But we're having a good time.
I mean, the story is we made it to the Grand Canyon, which in itself was a feat with the whole tire setback on the Pilot and having to like backtrack a bunch. So we made it. The funny thing about that was it was like 45 and raining when we got here.
Raining sideways, windy as shit.
It was windy. High wind and standing on the edge of the Grand Canyon is a sketchy freaking feeling. The good thing about that was that it was empty. But unfortunately, due to the weather and the time that we hit and the sunset, we kind of missed it. We just hadn't found a good spot to shoot the car around here, and it's not like you can just pop drones up, I don't think, wherever you want. So just gonna have to believe us. We were here.
It was freaking majestic, man. It was awesome. Like I said, Sedona makes you feel small. This makes you feel like an ant, like nothing. Like your existence doesn't matter, not in a bad way, but it's just awesome, man. The view, everything, you know, it's one of those things where you look down and your stomach immediately just jumps up into your throat, trying to get away from the cliff's edge, basically. But the Grand Canyon, so worth all the trouble. We even found a place at the end of the day when the sun was going down off towards the kind of the park side, where we were able to do a photo shoot with the car. And actually, you know, get some really, really awesome pictures and video with the Grand Canyon in the back. A couple people got pissed at us because we were stopping traffic and stuff like that, but 100% worth it. That so far has been the highlight of the trip for me.
Guys, we were here, and the pilot was here. Feeling like we had a problem with the flat and we conquered the problem and we figured it out, man. Like we're in the middle of nowhere, we figured it out, and so the excitement level's high. We got time now to get to Coalinga. The next day we're close. We had our problem, we got it under control.
So at the same time, I'm starting to feel a little nervous about the race. You know, we have a lot of sponsors and a lot of people that, you know, did a lot to make sure that we could get here. I don't want to let anybody down. We got here a little bit later than we wanted to, so we got to go find a place to wash the car, and we got to get this done tonight.
See some Corvettes out here, so at least I know I ain't gonna be last.